And I believe I am live, so hopefully I am. There we go. Okay. So it'll probably take a couple minutes for everybody to, start rolling in and everything. I'm gonna probably rename this to, I don't know. Okay. PC building advice live stream. I'm just gonna call it that. Screw it. Okay. So I kind of feel like this what I've been doing recently, at least, has been pretty fun. I was reading a post, something work related, but yeah, I've definitely had a fair bit of fun, just streaming. I almost feel like maybe that's just what I should do for a while. A thought that I that I had was I'm at 300 subscribers. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, is when I can take people donating. While I wouldn't necessarily utilize that for any kind of cash flow. I mean, that'd be nice, but what it would do is allow if I do get 100 or 200 people in the stream, or 300, etc. The chat starts to go very quickly when a lot of people are watching and commenting, and it would allow me to see if somebody donates like 25 cents or whatever the minimum is. Just allow me to see what the questions are and stuff like that, and then I could take proceeds from that, from super chats or whatever they're called, proceeds from that to put towards hopefully like charity builds at the end of the year and stuff like that. So that'd be pretty neat. Not much going on in the in the world after that, though. Nothing really has changed significantly since yesterday when it comes to news and stuff like that. So let me upgrade my followers. I think I have something to upgrade them with. No, let's not do that. Let's upgrade him. And upgrade him in order. Oh, a lot of resources. I need to start working on that. Let's see, what do I want here? I feel like that's kind of pointless, but okay. I don't need gold. I need something like this. I will do that. So that.
What do you need?
So we got that going on. I guess I'll. Alright, got the bonus roll there. Oh, so okay, yeah. So you guys know about the one project that I'm gonna be working on here. That's to be rebuilding computer. That my buddy, I sometimes want to just strangle him as hard as I possibly can with the fact that his mind just okay, okay, and he just constantly wants to change. What his thoughts and ideas are. So yeah, it is what it is. But I think we're still doing the rebuild for now.
May your battles end in victory. Death to your enemies. I am Valarjar.
I feel like I need to do this too.
Glory to Odin. May your battles end in victory.
No, let's see how much. Apparently these are useful as well. Couldn't really begin to tell you what the uses they have, but
Until the next battle.
I feel like I can start doing some world quests though.
Until the next battle. Death to your enemies.
Let's get this down to
May your
a couple thousand here.
victory.
should be
May
good
your
for now.
battles end in victory.
Let's go ahead and save that. I'm looking at just a bunch of like Father's Day stuff, and so let me see. Nothing super interesting. Let me pull up the LTT forums. They have anything new there? No. Oh, I don't really talk about this too much, but so I'm gonna share my screen with you guys real quick. So this is over here. The 7740X overclock ability is showed. So I think this is potentially the biggest joke I've seen in a long time. So, so video cards tested at 7740X OC. Apparently a good unit can do 5 gigahertz, 1.21 volts. Okay, so 1.25 to 1.4 volts is what the range you're saying is of this chip is. Guys, that's a huge difference. I mean, so let's figure this out. So, wattage calculation for processors. So let's look this up here. I can't remember what. Oh, that's an older one. Let's do this. I can't remember what here. So let's do one CPU. No, let's do CPUs. Let's do 7700K. So let's go 1.41 volts, and let's just do that. Let's see if it'll figure it out. Well, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's do wattage calculation for. Oh no, I had to write it for processors. I want the actual formula here so I could tell you here. Okay, TDP. So you take the stock TDP times the overclock megahertz divided by the stock megahertz times the OC core voltage versus stock voltage squared. So let's make that real quick in Excel. It's actually quite simple to do. Whenever Excel wants to decide to load here. So hold on a second. Let's go here. Wait. There we go. Okay, so if TDP is 95, so equals 95 times, we'll do, so if you go 5 gigahertz, or that's megahertz, so 5,000, I think the stock is 4,200, times 1.4 divided by, I don't know what the stock voltage, let me check here, stock voltage, 7700K. I'm not sure. I want to say it's like 1.1 or 1.2. We'll say it's 1.2. Okay. So, let me make sure I did that right here. Okay. So, assuming I am correct that it's 1.2 volts. For some reason, I want to say it's actually 1.1, but we'll go with it. So anywhere from 100 and what I say 145 watts to 175 watts. That's a lot of cooling. Okay, so here I'll do it here. So this will be 1.2. I'll copy this. So, hold on a second. There we go. Perfect. So, this is as soon as 1.2. I think it's actually 1.1. Now, let's go ahead and copy these over here. And let's change this from, was it 95 to 112, I want to say? So now, we're looking at over 200 watts of power. Okay, so now let's take this formula and let's look at the range. This is why this is important. So 1.21, 21. So what you're telling me is that this processor can put out anywhere from 135 watts of power heat upwards to 185 watts of power heat, depending on what the stock voltage is. I don't have that exact number. For some reason, like I said, I want to say 1.1 sounds about right. You know, you're talking a 50 watt variance. That is a huge difference in cooling performance. I mean, absolutely huge difference in cooling performance. So that, first of all, I mean, that's the biggest joke I've seen all day, is the fact that, you know, in here, okay, so it only needs 1.205 core voltage run 5 gigahertz. However, it needs 1.341 voltage for bad chips. That's a huge variance. And there's this huge cooling difference there, too. Intel, you're drunk, you done messed up, accept it, and actually focus on actually delivering good price chips and come back and talk to me, because your KB Lake X is probably one of the biggest jokes I've seen in a long time. So okay, so yeah, I saw that. I don't want to get too ranty tonight. We already went over antitrust, went over Volta, went over the whole thing with GTA mods. Like I said, nothing amazingly exciting in the PC world, so I think I'll kind of just do some streaming and you know, live streaming and stuff like that for a little bit, just for you guys, and kind of take it from there. Of course, I feel like these bosses, I don't know, I feel like there's not much to do right now. Okay, Suamar. 8900, I could definitely use that. Some good stuff, Oh, I see why, because I know why it's giving me that much. It's because from what I did, whatchamacallit, I upped it, so that'll help me get a bunch of points for a little bit.
I dwell in the shadows.
So, some builds, actually had somebody contact me today about wanting to do a Ryzen build, or not Ryzen build, I apologize. He wanted a Bitcoin mining build, and I've never done Bitcoin mining. I mean, I have that video explaining Bitcoins in a very basic sense of what it is and how to do it and things of that nature. But yeah, the RX 580 is just so incredibly difficult to find in stock, and if you find in stock, it's going to be a ludicrous price. I mean, to give you an example, I may have actually been premature. Oh, damn it, I hate that quest is still bugged out. I may have been relatively premature on selling mine. I may have gone an extra $50 or so. But yeah, because I kind of have the perfect build. I have a 4th Gen i3, 8 gigs of RAM, and you just put a RX 580 and you can start Bitcoin mining on it. So it's kind of ideal, but I just don't know the fair price. So to give you an idea, I'd have to drive the Micro Center on the day they had it. You know, I'm going to spend 4 hours round trip. I'm going to spend $100 on gas, at least 60. And I don't see it being cost effective, because then I'm also going to want to still make a profit on it, and basically I'm going to charge him what Bitcoin miners are charged on a markup anyway, and I don't think that's something that I think is necessarily fair. Matt could very well. That's kind of the problem, is I have a lot of passion for what I do, and you know, don't get me wrong, I would never say no to making any sorts of money, but at the same time, I feel like I also have to be reasonable. Just, you know, if I have a really low cost on a product or a project rather, and I want to go ahead and sell it for what I believe it's worth. It just so happens I'm going to make a lot of money on the back end. That's fine. I've done that before. But at the same time, I've also lost a lot of money on builds and stuff like that as well. So
forces act from the shadows. Use my spectacles to see beyond sight and root out the source of this interference.
I feel like I've done this before, but as a quest. You know what? I'm probably gonna, just for the sake of, I'm thinking this is not a good time of day to stream. I haven't really gotten any of my regulars or anything like that on, so I think I'm gonna cut the stream. I'm gonna delete it, and then I'll continue to upload it throughout the week. So, thank you for the one guy that signed in, and I'll catch you guys later on down the road.